many times have you wanted to jazz up a gift, or maybe decorate your home for the holidays, or even decorate your Christmas tree with decorative bows, but you felt the frustration of not being able to find the bow that you exactly wanted? The bows at the store are either too small or too large, the wrong shape, or maybe the wrong color or pattern, and they're far too expensive. Well, lucky for you, after today, you'll never have to feel that frustration ever again. I'm going to demonstrate the simple steps to make your own decorative bow, so that after a little bit of practice, you'll be able to create the bow that you've always wanted without the pain of searching through stores and settling for a subpar product. Years ago, I worked at a flower shop, and the very first skill that I was taught was how to make a bow. I have made literally thousands of bows of every shape and size, and I'm confident with my help that you too can be an expert bow maker. First, we'll discuss the materials needed to make your bow, and then I'll demonstrate the process for you. The first thing you'll need is ribbon. You can use virtually any kind of ribbon to make a bow, but for beginners like yourself, you'll want to use a ribbon that's not too skinny or too wide. A good width is about 1 to 2 inches. You'll also want a ribbon that is more stiff. Ribbons that are silky or satiny tend to be very slippery and difficult to work with. I myself prefer the wired ribbon because once you put them into a shape, they stay that way. Next, you'll need scissors. You'll want a good, sharp pair of scissors. You don't want to be hacking at your ribbon with a dull pair of kids' safety scissors. And last, you need something to tie your bow together with. You can use wire or curling ribbon, or even the twist tie from a bread bag if you're desperate. So now that you know what you'll need, ribbon, scissors, wire, and something to tie it with, let's get to the demonstration. Today we're going to make a 7-loop bow that is 3 sets of loops. You're going to leave a little bit of space for your tail, put your left thumb on the top of the ribbon and your right on the bottom of the ribbon, and do a half twist. This is the entire part of your ribbon. This is all you have to do. This is the only step that you need to know. You're going to pinch that twist between your left thumb and fingers, and you're going to make your first loop coming up over the top of your ribbon and doing that half twist. Now this first set of loops will be the same size, and each set after will be slightly smaller because we're working from the outside to the inside of your bow. So you make your second loop and remember to do your half twist. And we'll go to our second set of loops, slightly smaller than the first, and just continue like that. Your third set of loops will be the same, slightly smaller than the previous set of loops. And when you get to the end of your third set, you're going to make a small loop around your thumb to make your middle loop. And then do your last half twist at the very end. You'll take your wire, feed your wire through the bottom of your loop, your small loop. Take it around the back of your bow and twist it so that you now have your bow. All you have to do now is pull your loops however you want them to be, and voila, you've made your very own bow. So now that you know the materials you need to make your bow, and you've seen the simple steps to making your bow, you should never find yourself frustrated looking for that perfect bow for your gift or to decorate your home or Christmas tree, because now you can make that perfect bow. Thank you. We'll have time for 2 questions.
If you use a wiry bow, is it harder to reuse since they stay in place?
No, wired ribbons are actually easy to take apart, and you can roll them back up and save them for something else or to decorate the next year.
What happens when you have all thumbs and The rest of it doesn't go together.
Well, it does take some practice.
Okay.
It's definitely not something you can get the very first try. You need to practice with. I've gotten many hand cramps making bows or trying to. Which is why I like the wire ribbons, because you can do a pretty sloppy job and still it'll look nice once you play with it. Thank you.
Okay.